Hi, welcome to Normski TV. This one coming a bit early to you from my workspace, being my van. This one's going to be pretty much a short one because I've got to get back and do a job. Just been listening to Mikel Arteta's press conference, and he was asked about a number of players incoming and possibly ones going out. And first of all, he spoke about he was asked about Dani Ceballos, the fact that Dani Ceballos is looking to leave Arsenal, break his loan deal and leave Arsenal, and apparently Valencia thrown him a lifeline because obviously he's looking to get more first team regular football with the European Championships coming up this summer, and he's not really getting much game time with Arsenal. And Arteta had said in his press conference that when he came to the club, Dani Ceballos was away in Real Madrid doing his rehab, and then when he came back, he hasn't really seen much of him. And asked the question if, when fit, would he be a part of your team? He said, well, as long as he gets himself fit, then he just has to, fight for his place. I mean, Dani Ceballos is a good player. When he first came, we thought, we got something here. After watching him in that Burnley game, gave a fantastic performance. But ever since that, he's kind of dipped. I noticed that away in some of his in the away games, and then after he had his injury, we haven't seen much of him. Now, obviously, Arteta knows him, or when I say knows him, he's seen him in training, and he knows whether he's going to be ready for first team action. But the talk is that Dani Ceballos wants to cut his loan deal. They've talked about it on Sky and other various news outlets that he wants to cut his loan deal and go back to Spain, with Valencia being the team to take him on loan and finish off his loan deal so that he can get more regular football. So we'll just have to watch his space. But as far as Mikel Arteta's concerned, he wants him to be fighting for his spot. Moving on, news coming out last night about Thomas Lemar, that Arsenal are apparently close to signing him on a loan deal with the option to possibly buy him in the summer. He's a left-sided player. I know we've got the likes of Saka and Reece Nelson that can play in that position. Obviously, it will bring balance to the team. That way we could get Aubameyang playing down the middle and Lemar playing out on the left with Pepe on the right. Obviously, he hasn't done well at Atletico Madrid since his move from Monaco. He just hasn't really fitted in well there, and it hasn't gone very well for him. So apparently, they reckon that the deal's quite close. These are the rumours that are coming out, that the deal is quite close, and that we could be signing him on loan with the option to buy him in the summer for a cut price, somewhere in the region of about 30 mil, possibly 30 mil plus. Might be slightly less than that, but that's been, I haven't got the exact figures, but that's what I've kind of been hearing and what's been muted about. So yeah, we're going again for another attacking player, again another lone player. It is what it is. Now, Mikel Arteta was also asked about the defender. I can't remember his name now. Let's just find him. Now, this defender from Ukraine, Mykola Matviyenko, 23 years old, plays for Shakhtar Donetsk. He was asked the question as, are we close to signing any kind of players or defenders? And he basically came out and said, he didn't say no and he didn't say yes. He just says, at the moment, we are looking, but if we can't find anybody for that position, we need somebody that can make us better. And he's beginning to sound a little bit like Arsene Wenger, but that's how Arsenal operate. Now, the thing is that apparently his agents and have been in talks with Arsenal, and that Matviyenko's agent, Yuri Dezhenko hopes that Arsenal will reach an agreement with Shakhtar after opening talks for the Ukraine centre back. So there seems like there's something happening, because when Arteta was asked directly about it, he didn't say no, we're not in for him. He just said, we when we do things, we like to do things not in public. In other words, just, we play everything close to our chests, or keep our cards to our chest. He didn't say them exact words, but that's more or less what he was saying. So he's not ruling it out. So there's a chance that we could be going for this player. I hope we do get him. He sounds like he's a good player. As I said, he's 23. He's got a number of caps for his country. I think he's played 20 times for his country. He's made 40 appearances for his first team, and in that, he's kept quite a few clean sheets. So he's 5'11". He's not the tallest of defenders, but Man City, I definitely know when Arteta was there, Man City were looking at him. So I know Man City, and there's a number of other clubs that are looking at him. So if we can sew this deal up and get him, that would be absolutely brilliant. That would be absolutely brilliant, because we definitely need to get a defender. And I'm just going to finish off with this one. And again, it seems to be rearing its head again. And that's the Aubameyang. He was asked about Aubameyang, and that, did you know the fact that he, agreed in principle to go to Barcelona. And if it is, it's going to be this month. As agreed terms, personal terms. Now, he was asked that question, and again, Arteta came out and said, well, a couple of weeks ago, after our Man United game, he was the happiest man. He was happy to be our captain, and all these rumours that are coming out, he wants them quashed. So why would he be leaving Arsenal? So that's kind of Arteta's take on it. But the fact that Barcelona are missing Luis Suarez, is going to be out for 4 months after having after a bad injury, it seems they're very short in that area. And the sooner we get this sorted out, because at the moment, once he comes to the end of the season, Aubameyang will only have a year left on his contract. So we need to. Nothing has been said. They haven't sat down or agreed anything, but Arsenal really need to be working faster. We cannot afford to. There's no way he's going to be going on a loan with the option for Barcelona to buy him. There's no way. He's our talisman. He's the one that's got 14 goals for us plus in the Premier League, and then all other competitions, I think around 17, 18 goals. So we need him to stay and help us get through. If he does go in the summer, then, mate, we're talking 78 million plus, where we can then get that and reinvest that back into the side. So other than that, there probably is some other news, but I haven't had a chance to check it out. But what I would say is that we just hope that with the transfer window only just over a week away, we really need to get bodies in and get them in soon. I'm hoping that we will do something. Tomorrow is another day. I hope we'll see if there's any movement or anything, or if there's any news coming out to say, yes, we've signed a player. But at the moment, it's still speculation and no concrete information yet. So please like, share and subscribe to this video. And again, thanks for those people that have watched the video. I really appreciate it. And please leave your comments. Until the next time, I'm out of here.